Hello, my friend. Welcome to the channel and thank you for watching. Champions League match day 6, and this is my Tuesday review. But before anything, you know what to do. Please help your brother out. Subscribe to the channel, like the video, comment down below, share. Only one click away, my friend. 1 second of your life and you are all set. Thank you so much for helping the channel. We're gonna go very quickly because there were so many games today. The first one, we had Leverkusen against Club Brugge. It was 0-0 at the end. Very good actions at the end, but Xavi couldn't get it over the line, and as you can tell here, it's 0-0. Nothing really special to comment about this one. If we can go to the group, we will see that Porto finished first with 12 points, Club Brugge second with 11 points, Leverkusen third with 5 points and going to Europa League, and Atleti, yeah, you heard it, Atleti are eliminated, bottom of the group. Who would have thought, like in a million years, at the beginning of this this campaign, nobody was going to say anything. Everybody was going to say, you know, Atleti were going to qualify, but football is very complicated to understand sometimes, my friend. Let's move on and go to the second game. Porto against Atleti in the same group. Of course, in Group B, we already talked about, you know, the first, the second, third, and fourth. So this game here, Porto won against Atleti. You know, they couldn't even score a goal. They depending on a non-goal in order to even score a goal. So Atletico, I don't know what is going to happen with Simeone, because that kind of football, with the money they got, with the quality they have, Joao Felix always on the bench, frustrated. Attacking players are suffering. I think at some point Atleti need to make a decision and part away with Cholo Simeone, because that is not football anymore. Okay, it's efficient, you can get a result, but for what? I don't know. Yeah, so it's up to them to make a decision, not my decision to make. Let's go Group A very quickly. Let's check on what happened. Rangers against Ajax. Ajax went to win away 3-1. And in that group, of course, Napoli finished first, 15 points, Liverpool 15 points second, Ajax going to Europa League, Rangers goodbye. Nothing really surprising here. Yeah, the only surprise in this group was Liverpool, that we're gonna talk about next. Liverpool actually beat Napoli at home 2-0. It was just like comical. Those goals, I don't know how they happened out of the blue, but still goals, you know. Napoli scored a wonderful goal, but apparently one hair was offside. And then the second half was, you know, so, but Liverpool pushed a little bit for about 10 to 15 minutes. They were countering, you know. They hit them on the counter, and both goals really didn't look like clear-cut goals. Look like a little bit of deflections here and there, and kind of is a goal, it's not a goal. So Younes got the second goal, and Mo Salah got the first one. I think they're gonna take it. A goal, still a goal, my friend. At the end of the day, nobody gave them a chance, and this is what football is all about, right? Football sometimes is just bizarre. You can dominate, you can be as good as you can, but these kind of goals that you don't even understand how did you concede those kind of goals. But at the end of the day, it's 2-0, 3 points in the pocket. Unfortunately for Liverpool, they didn't finish first of the group. But hey, they are back again. Liverpool are back, and all the English clubs qualified. So happy days for the English Premier League, right? Because we're gonna talk about other teams right now. So let's go. Pleasant against Barcelona. Of course, Barcelona won by 4-2. Alonso, even Marcos Alonso and Ferran Torres scored. The people who don't normally score, they scored today. So nice to see, but it was just for the pride, you know. The game was really for the pride because nothing to play for. Barcelona are already eliminated from the Champions League. They are Europa League specialists. Domination FC, as you can tell, 73% possession. But Victoria Pleasant, not many people counted on them. So it's kind of a logical result, if I can say so. So we don't have to waste our time here. Let's move on and talk about another game that happened. Bayern Munich, Inter 2-0 to Bayern at home. Pavard and Choupo-Moting. Can anybody really tell me the most underrated player now on the planet could be Choupo-Moting? He was at Stoke City, get relegated to the championship. All of a sudden, PSG are calling with Thomas Tuchel. Went at PSG, did the job, scored some very important goals, even though he was subject of all kind of memes for some of the comical decisions that he made to clear the ball on the line instead of like letting it go to the net and stuff like that. But the guy changed and from PSG went to Bayern, and he's doing the job. He's getting the job done. Now he's scoring for fun. He might get a new contract over there. But listen, the most underrated player on the planet should be probably Choupo-Moting. You know what I mean? So if you go to this group here, Bayern, of course, 18 points. Perfect. They didn't lose any game. Inter at 10 points, and Barcelona, Europa League specialists, and Victoria Pleasant are going nowhere. They are eliminated, right? So, yeah, nothing really to waste our time into that game, my friend. Let's now move. Okay, so let's go now to talk about Marseille against Tottenham. Tottenham, very, very lucky indeed. Chancel Bemba scored for Marseille and people went crazy. And Langlet, you know, Clément Langlet, the French guy, scored for Spurs. And then in the 90th minute, +5, Pierre Højbjerg, that's his name, right? Højbjerg scored. So 2-1 Tottenham Hotspurs. They were really, really very lucky. Antonio Conte was on the stand, wasn't allowed to coach from the bench, but they got the job done. Lucky or not, listen, they already qualified, and you can see here they were suffering. They suffered from the beginning to the end, but they were efficient. They score goals. That's Antonio Conte, you know. You don't have to play beautiful football. You have just to win games. So Spurs are through the next round. As you can tell, they finished first with 11 points. Frankfurt also qualified, 10 points. Sporting 7 and Marseille 6. I know that Marseille people are gutted because the atmosphere, man, they put even, you know, fireworks outside Tottenham hotel so they don't sleep, but it came back to bite them. Yeah, man. So the last game we're gonna discuss very quickly here is in the same group D, and Frankfurt won against Sporting. It was a little surprising for me, 2-1 at the end, and we already talked about the group. Frankfurt are going with Tottenham. Oh, what I'm talking about here, yeah, Frankfurt are going with Tottenham to the next round, and Sporting are going to Europa League. Marseille, goodbye, and yeah, see you next time. Keep fighting in the French league, people. Before this get too long, I'm gonna have to leave it here. Stay tuned, because tomorrow we have other games, the Wednesday games, you know, so we're gonna make another video about it. Subscribe to the channel, think outside the box. God bless you, and see you next time.